Hi, we are BookFit, based on the original idea of W. So we decided that the name change would be required to BookFit as it would better suit our business. We've really brought in the fitness element. So yeah. We also decided that a logo change would be required as well. So we firstly came up with this idea, but after much debate within the group, we decided it was too complicated. So we went back to this one, to the simple dumbbell. This symbolises like a change in strength physically and mentally of the person. I'm Callum, I'm one team leader.
I'm Jack, as in charge of the social media.
I'm Lewis, I'm also a team leader.
I'm Jacob, I did the website.
I'm Tristan, I was in charge of the plan.
I'm Sam, I was in charge of research.
Okay, so what is BookFit? It's a combination of different ideas. So initially, we assumed it was more of a paper-based journal, which we wanted to bring into the 21st century and digitalize it. So we have a web application that can also be used as an app, and our website does also scale down for mobile devices. It contains different elements. One being a mood journal, which allows you to post your personal thoughts privately. They can be published online if you wish, because we believe that social interaction between people is important, and especially personally, is a massive help. Things I've experienced. But also we have a fitness journal. Now, fitness journals allow you to track your progress at the gym whilst working out. You can view different nutritional info, customize your diet how it suits you, and then also you can view different celebrity workouts and how they have achieved their goals. So some of the changes we've made the name, as we mentioned earlier, but we've also integrated so many other things. So the idea of including smartwatches, as they allow you to track so many more stats, track your sleep patterns, heart rates, blood pressures, all sorts of things. We would also like to include Alexa eventually. That would be a great way to interact with the app, but also mobile phones and computers.
We like the original idea of W, but as a group we decided to make some changes to fit in the design of our audience or our idea. The main changes we made were to change the name from W to BookFit. Changes we made was to make the journal digital, as it would be easy to use and would be simplistic. For example, it can be viewed on smartphones or nearly any device that's access to the internet. We also wanted to create a bigger emphasis on fitness, so it would use the information from the accelerometer built into smartphones to track steps, and would use other types of technology used in smartwatches, such as a heart rate monitor to track sleep and blood pressure. This is also one of the reasons why we decided to change the name to BookFit, because we wanted one part to be focused on food and one part to be focused on fitness.
So, like I said before, I was in charge of research, and I found out approximately 1 in 4 people experience a mental illness or problem a year.
Multiple group comments.
Also found out that some of the common reasons for people developing these mental illnesses are due to personal problems at home. So it could be things like domestic violence, emotional attack, I suppose. and isolation and loneliness. And you click that link, please.
And try and copy.
Go on, just don't worry about going for Harry, I'm just fine. Go on.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah.
Load it up now.
So this is Roseanne. She's a secondary school student, and she suffered with anxiety and depression. And she said that one of the coping mechanisms for this was exercise and dieting, which is what we were aimed at BookFit.
Okay.
So as you can see, these are the idea sketches. So these are the very basic ones we come up with at the start. So on the first one we got a home page. As you can see, we got the tabs across the top. So this would be home. Then we got mood log, fitness log, public log, and helplines. At the beginning, we decided the original idea was to have a separate mood log, which is private, and then a public log, which would obviously be public. But in the end, we decided to combine these into one, with the option to share it to make it public. And then, as you can see, then we'd have just a brief description of what we do and how we work. Then we move on to the mood log. So a simple just question like what's on your mind. You'd put this in, and then it would just track what you say on a day-to-day basis, hourly or weekly. And then you would have the option then to share this to make that public. On the fitness log, you would a simple question again, like how much exercise have you done today? So a smartphone then could track your steps and do a graph of how many steps you've done and reach your daily targets. And then we move on to the website. This was the beginning idea sketch as well. So as you can see, we've got the tabs down the side again, and yeah, that's the simple design that we had at the beginning.
So how can BookFit help? BookFit can help you because you link with people that are in the same situation as you, and it just shows that you're not on your own. Sometimes you having people around you that shows you're not on your own is enough reassurance for someone to make them feel better, because when you're not on your own, you feel like you're welcome in places and it's sort of there to help you when you need it. You can share your mood and fitness posts, public, private, whatever you want. It's like your little domain. I personally think BookFit will help because you'll be able to see your progress over time, mentally and physically, because you'll be constantly updating it, showing how you're doing, and over time you'll see how you've improved, and you'll see times of the weeks and months where you sort of decline, and it can just help you sort of reassure yourself.
So as you can see up there, these are some of the more basic benefits that being physically healthy can do. During my research, I also found out that people who are more physically active are less likely to be depressed or have mental illnesses than people who aren't as active. And also found out that your diet can have a big impact on your mental well-being. So, for example, a diet that consists of high saturated fats and processed meats can increase your stress levels, which is one impact on depression and mental well-being.
Me again. Other things we can include with technology is setting up competitions with other people or yourself. So with GPS tracking, the stat tracking, you're able to plan routes and also everything I have mentioned before.
So if you can't afford a smartwatch though, we decided that you can still use the accelerometer on your phone to track your steps, but obviously if you did go and get a smartwatch, then you can have heart rate monitor and you can do other activities such as swimming. You can't use your smartphone.
we were to have more time, we would like to add Alexa integration to our app. It's kind of explain more.
So it can be used to help with the app. So you would have the Alexa on the side and just say something simple like how many steps have I got left to my target, and it could just have a simple response then to say how many you got left. This would also help with feeling less lonely. So if you have someone to talk to, obviously it's not a real person, but it's reassuring. And then we move on to clothing and accessories. So as you can see, we've got t-shirts, business cards, casing, banners, and pens and pencils as well. These can be purchased on the website, or will be able to be purchased on the website for people to so they represent our business, but also they'd be used by like staff in the office. Next slide.
So for the project, I was in charge of making a demo of the website that would be basically using as what would be the journal. So on this, it would be where you would sign in and have your mood or fitness logs saved on there and have a choice to share and post them.
I've got a circle.
Yeah, and on the website there'd be links to things like the Samaritan website if you ever needed help, and also the ability to track your day, and then with the integration of the Amazon Alexa you could have the app and Alexa keeping track of your day, seeing how much more steps you need to take for your weekly goals. Okay, well I'll just explain what else the website you could do on there. So on there there'd be right now it's just a login where you would log in, and then it has just a brief demonstration of what you would have. It would just be your name, you could have a bio of a small description about yourself, and then the option to post a comment, and that would be saved on your profile for just you to look at. And then if you ever feel like sharing it, we would like to integrate like a friend system where you could
Should be there.
see posts of your friends or any fitness achievements for them. But by default it's all private, and it's just there for your own personal use as a log to see how you improve. That's really the main function of the website, is just for that right now. But we would also like to change it with extra details, as in make it more stylized, have maybe achievements for people to go for. That's really what we want to go for with the website.
So, like I said earlier, I was in charge of social media on the website, so I'll show you the links and everything. But basically, I made 2 social media sites now, as Facebook and Twitter. I made those because the majority of our target audience, which is young people, they use that, and it's good for organisations as well. With Twitter, you can just constantly put updates on, you can just interact with the followers of the organisation, and Facebook is used by a wide span of people. And on the Facebook, I did put little posts, little inspirational quotes, a video of people going to the gym and how happy they look when they leave the gym, because of obviously going to the gym does help, and exercising helps boost your mood. There was also little links. There was Samaritans. I linked those because if they go on the website, it's the same with Twitter, Facebook and Twitter both have it. You click on it, it takes you to the Samaritans website, and they can see what help's available. I also put a UK Active on the Facebook, and that took them to the UK Active site so they can find a gym near them. And on the Twitter, there was a London Sport link that took them to the website there. There was also on the social media, there was a picture of people exercising together and how happy they look when they're exercising together. And it's just little things to boost people's mood when they come to the site.
So, for a reflection, it's been a bit of a train wreck, start to finish. Being half the team leader or leadership, and being a lot older than the other guys here, trying to commit to working a lot of hours alongside full-time college, and leading a project like this is difficult. I know Callum has similar commitments with rugby, so public speaking as well isn't my sort of thing. I've always been a quiet kid in the class, never really said much. Even working as a barman for 2 years, still hasn't changed that much. So, yeah.
What I've really learned from the project was just with the public speaking. I've never been good with presentations or speaking out with a bunch of people, but this has helped quite a bit because although it has gone quite wrong with the website, I've done a lot better than I expected I'd be able to do, because I was considering just giving up or not showing up or trying.
Do it.
Do a fun.
Always been like really quiet, so I had to learn to incorporate part of the thing because people would be saying things and I wouldn't really. I would have an idea and I wouldn't contribute anything because I'd be too shy to say anything. So I did hope the workers group.
Great lunch. Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
Oh yeah, like I was saying, it's just a basic design, and then we have a summary. And then this would just be where you'd log in, and then you'll see the home page for his. You'd see the little home page, and we'll just quickly show that, and then, as I've already explained, what the website would do. I'll scroll down first and show them how we have like previous comments that have been placed on it. Here there'd be previous comments and stuff, and then they're all private and nobody can see them. But then you have the option to share them, or we'd like to have the option to share them with people, and then you can write your own comment here. Then that will appear when you type that. And so we'll just write what somebody would write here on their page, just as an example to show it really. It would show that post then by it, but it's, I don't know, it's worth all, it's...
They're having problems with their website, not you not. Yeah. Like demos, guys. Yeah.
Do you want to continue with your reflection?
What I really learned during this whole project is my confidence has increased, because I'm not really the sort of speak in front of people. I like to do it one-on-one. I like to work in small groups. So I think in my teamwork and cooperation and communication have all been increased due to this project.
Something that I've really learned in this project is that sports had a massive impact on the project. I've been involved in rugby since I was the age of 7, so working with the team has really helped me in this. The fact that I hope we use that rugby is only as a strong if weakest member, I think that's really come in this. We've all worked together hard. As you're probably quite confused, you know, as both team leaders, but as we've both been juggling rugby and he's been juggling work, we've worked really hard.
Close together.
As Jack probably won't want me saying this, but he, as a thing of this, he has started going to the gym, which you probably can as well. But yeah, I'll pass Jack.
I was in a relationship a few years back, and she was emotionally manipulative, and she really knocked down my self-esteem, sort of messed my head up mentally. And it wasn't until beginning of this year I sort of pushed myself to go to the gym, and I've sort of noticed differences in my sort of mental health and my physical health, because I'm starting to get happier, then working these, they've really boosted my mood and boosted my confidence, and I think that might be